Good evening, this is Rizwan, and you're watching the Indian Weekender. And this is Coping with COVID series. In the last few episodes, we have been talking to several industry experts from real estate, early childhood centers, mortgage finance, etc., about how in the industry has taken the blow of COVID-19 lockdowns and how small and medium enterprises are battling with this loss of revenue and business. So today in this series we will be talking to Mr. Ravinesh Kumar from JSR Life Motors based in Manukau about how vehicle industry has been affected in the last few months. Ravi ji, good evening. How are you doing today?
Good evening, everyone. I'm very good, and just like to thank you for having me on your show.
As a part of being an expert in your industry, you have been in the industry for almost over a decade now. So, in your opinion, how has your business been affected by this lockdown, starting from earlier this year?
Actually, to be honest, I mean the business was going well, like pre-COVID, and after this, it has really affected not my business, but overall most of the business. But then
Yes.
it's just you have to survive when things happen there. So
Hmm.
we need some planning and some things we need to do here and there. And so far we have survived, and we're just hoping like these things goes faster and like so we can come back to our real life again.
Speaking about the vehicle sales, on an average, I mean, I'm talking about before we went into lockdown. On an average, कितने गाड़ी आपके यार्ड से निकलता था in a week, and how has it fallen down right now?
Well, I can मैं इतना कह सकता हूँ it has fallen down say for around 60%
Sixty
because
percent.
60% for me in last say 2 months, but still because I'm authorized MTF finance provider,
Mhm.
so at least it made me a bit easy to sell the cars because people do need finance, like they don't use their personal funds when they come for cars. So
Okay.
I managed to do at least 15 to 16 cars in a month at the moment. So
Okay.
that made me like keep on going there.
On an average day, do you get a lot of walk-ins, or most of them come from Trade Me or through advertisements?
See, most comes through Trade Me
Mhm.
and word of mouth and my previous customers
Mhm.
and through Facebook and other stuff there.
राइट सो जब से ये लॉकडाउन आए हैं आई मीन ये पैंडेमिक आई है उसके हिसाब से बहुत सारे चेंजेस हुए हैं मार्केट में विद रिगार्ड्स टू सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग एंड कीपिंग योर प्लेसेस क्लीन एंड सैनिटाइज्ड सो हाउ वुड यू डिस्क्राइब योर नया नॉर्मल हो गया है हाउ आर यू ऑपरेटिंग योर बिजनेस इन दिस न्यू नॉर्मल
Well, I mean, to be honest, we have to like if someone comes in for the test drive, so we have to leave the car at a certain point, and then they take the car for test drive. When they come back, so we have to like sanitize the car, and at least and we try to leave at least we call sanitizer and tissue paper to box in each and every car
हैंडी
if someone go for test drive, just to make them like feel well that's like it is safe for them to drive the car because car industry says you can't take the car unless you go for a drive, and so that's how we are keeping up with the business.
as a business owner, have you changed the strategy to attract or to call your customers?
Yes, I have actually like the things when something happens, you just go to innovative business in a such a way because actually now many people don't visit car yards like that has been for last couple of years. People do more online searches. So what we try to do, we try to put as much as details for the cars on the Trade Me and on the websites. So at least they have made the decision just while browsing through the cars, and obviously then it comes to the service part of the business too. So so if you have a good service and you have a good ratings on like on TradeMe and Google, so people don't mind buying cars just going through your name there. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to put as much as information and just get quality cars there, and so there's no issues with the car. And at the same time, there should be a backup service if something do comes for the cars there. So for me, it's a zero tolerance for any customer complaints. So
Hmm.
just because I get quality cars, so I really don't have much complaints from the customers. So most customers are happy with the cars when they come to online mode there.
Right. Speaking about this vehicle dealership industry, how badly do you think it has been affected? I mean, and how businesses like you, small and medium enterprises, are you dealing with this fall in revenue, fall in business altogether? So, is there a
Ye-
lot of competition? Would you say, jo बढ़ गया हो, या there are companies who have gone out
Yes,
of business?
in the car industry recently, there's like you can say uh, two things has happened at the same time. One is that now this we have a COVID thing going around, and before COVID, you know that like in late this year, sorry, early this year in March, the government has changed the law for the car industry. So any car which do not have ESC means electronic stability control. So any car which doesn't have that one, you can't import those cars. So
Hmm.
if you see before the people were importing 2007, 2008, 2009 cars, those small cars there. So now we can't get those cars in the country. So what has happened there? This has pushed the price of the car up. So now when you buy the car, is mostly cars goes from 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and above there. So that means the car cost has gone up. So because most people their budget is around 10,000, so you can't get a good quality car in 10,000 at now at this point of time there. So that
Okay.
has hit us because the car cost has gone up, the price has gone up, and now this COVID thing has made the thing worse there. So that's why there are some people who can't afford to have cars about 10,000 in terms of even if they go for the payment, sometimes some of them don't fall into those payment thing there. So
Hmm.
that's why it's bit very not like it's not going well for us, and the car
Okay.
price has gone up. And
Okay.
then obviously because it's kind of says if you buy 10 cars, we have to pay all together, but those 10 cars get sold over the time. So
Hmm.
then so you'll find if you talk to many of the dealers, they'll find their cash flow is really affected. So we don't have
Okay.
enough cash to generate and buy more cars there. So that's why the car industry, you'll see next 6 months time some cars price will be very up there. So the
Yes.
cars which were selling for 10,000 now will
Hmm.
go for 13 to $14,000 there.
Right. So that was actually my next question. That since the revenue has gone down and you have a lot of things to deal with, so do you see that the number of imports will go down and that will, in return, surge the prices of all the vehicles which are coming, and especially in this situation where everyone is having some or the other financial issue.
Yes, uh, price of the car will go up. That's for sure. Like we can avoid that thing there. But the challenge becomes for us still to maintain the market for the similar types of cars there. So the only thing will happen that you'll see the cars will come, but will come with high mileage. So
Hmm.
like cars will high mileage, maybe it will be some kind of cushion to the cost, but still the price will be up there.
Right.
I mean, the car price will go up. Yeah.
But do you think that since businesses are making so many losses, in your view, have you seen anyone going out of business in the last few months? I mean, someone who might have closed their yard altogether.
I haven't. Well, most of my dealer friends they are in the business, but by talking to, I can sense like there is some kind of cash flow going around there. So
Hmm.
it's just how they survive in next few months will decide whether they will be remain in the industry. They'll move out of the industry there. So I think next 6 months
Hmm.
will be the key test for everyone here.
Right. As you mentioned earlier, you are an authorized provider of MTF finance. So how easy or difficult is had become this has become to offer finance to car buyers? I mean, as I mentioned, given everyone is having some kind of financial issues and there's a rise and fall in expenses. So has the approval rate of finances shot up, or how is it going there?
You can say out of 10, maybe 4 people don't qualify
Okay.
for the finance. Either they have got short hours there, or
Hmm.
they uh, short hours, or their wages rate has gone down from
Hmm.
previously, or maybe
Yes.
they're on a part-time basis there. So it's a
Hmm.
bit hard. Even if you want to help some of the customers, we know they can do it, but then still we have to play within the guidelines there. So the obtaining finance is getting a bit difficult now.
Thank you so much, Ravinesh ji, for your time and sharing your experience about coping with this new normal and an expert opinion about the industry overall. Thank you so much for your time. So, dear viewers, keep watching this space for more such experiences from small and medium enterprises. If you have a story, share with us and get in touch with us on edited@indianweekender.co.nz. Thank you so much for your time and have a good evening.